This is Jay Teaches Reading for All, Lesson 3, which will be on the letter C. I am not titling my videos with Part 2 anymore because everything's Part 2 until I get to Part 1, and that won't be for about 84 lessons. And Part 1 only, it doesn't really have lessons. It's just one continuous video. So I'm going to drop the Part 2. The best way to access my videos is just by typing in Jay Shutt. You get to my channel and click on the channel, and then you'll have a sequential listing of the videos. So it'll be easy to get to. Those of you who have been doing the ABC jingle with young students who like to do that, you're probably in the habit of that. If you don't know about it, it's at the beginning of Lesson 1A. So you might want to incorporate that if you've got a young student who may enjoy singing the ABC song. All right, the first thing is, as always, we're going to review, and we'll start with the sounds. Students, what's the sound of short A? Apple. What's the sound of N? Nut. And what's the sound of B? Bat, or boat. Now we're going to review the words. And students, I'd like you to say these words before I do. First word. An, like an apple, an orange, an ostrich. Second word. Anne, girl's name. Last one. Nan, another girl's name. Okay. Now we're going to go to Lesson 2. And the words on Lesson 2 were these two words. First one. Ban. That word is ban. Like you can ban your brothers and sisters from coming into your room, which means you're not allowing them to come in. The next one. Nab. This means to catch somebody who's doing something wrong. Like a policeman could nab a crook trying to steal something from a store. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is introduce our new letter C. And C makes the sound of K, as in cap. Let's see what Channy's has for C. Channy's has not K, cap, but K, cake. So Channy's has a sweet picture for us. Now, in order to print these C's, the capital and the small c, you're going to do them the same. So I'm going to have you teachers that do the printing just go ahead and do both of them at the same time It's basically starting like you do the small a. You go up and around like that, but you stop, of course. And the small c is the same. Have the student make the k sound after each practice until you're satisfied the student knows the sound of C. And those of you that aren't doing the printing, you can skip to the words that we're going to be sounding out. And you other teachers, press pause. All right, now we are going to read these words. And I'm going to help the student through them the first time. First one is k and can, like you can run, or you can open the door. It means you're able to. The next one, cab. Cab. A cab is an automobile that takes people places. You got to pay for it, but that's what it is. And then the last one, back. Back. This is the opposite of front. Our stomachs are in the front of our bodies. Our backs are in the back of our bodies. So it's behind. Back means behind. You notice that I have the letter K here because back is spelled with this letter K, but we're not going to use it for our spelling right now. We're going to wait until we get to that lesson with K in it. Right now we're just going to spell it B-A-C because these two letters join together to make the K sound. All right, now teachers, you can have the students practice for you until you're satisfied that they've got these words down. So press pause. Now we're going to the printing. And as I said in the last lesson, teachers who are not doing the printing, and you have students who know how to print, that's why you're not doing the printing, it still wouldn't hurt to have the student practice a couple times printing the word and then saying it. If you think that would be helpful, then go ahead and do that. Of course, the student will be doing that in the next section when we do spelling. So it's up to you. But teachers who are using this, do your dot to dots and have the student trace them, say the word after they've traced. And if you think the student's ready, you can have them try to do the word on their own. Press pause. All right. Now we're going to do the spelling test. And for those who are using the letters, you'll need 4 of them for these 3 words, can, cab, back. All right. Press pause and take care of the spelling test. Now we're going to do something new. We are going to do some true and false sentences. And here's what the students are challenged with. First, I want you to have them read the sentence silently and then tell you whether it's true or false. For example, if the sentence said a bird can fly, that's true. If the sentence said a turtle can fly, that's false. So, and that's pretty silly, a turtle can fly, but some of these true and false get even sillier than that, which you'll find out about. So that's the first step. Have them read it silently and give you a true and false answer. Then I want them to read it out loud to you and give you a final true and false answer. And we just lost some lighting, but we'll persevere. This second final answer may be different from the first one because maybe they'll have had a chance to think it through better, or maybe they really couldn't read one or two of the words. And teachers, you help them as they read this out loud. If they need help, you help them like I did with sounding out the letters one at a time from left to right. Like if they have trouble with nab, you would help them ab. Or you can even take more time and ask them, what sound does N make? What sound does A make? And go through step by step. It's up to you. All right. I'd like you to have the students do these, reading first silently, and then reading out loud and giving you a true and false final answer. Press pause. Okay, now, here are my answers. The first one, Ann can nab Nan, I would say true, because Ann could nab Nan doing something wrong, like trying to take something out of her room. Now, students may have had trouble with this because of the word nab. This is a word that is unfamiliar to young students especially, and we don't use it very often in our conversation. So they may have gotten confused, and that's okay. But as teachers, I want you to count the student answer correct if they have thought through logically their answer, even though it might be different from what you would put. If they've thought it through logically, give them a correct. Number 2, Nan can ban Ann. And this one I would say is also true because it's possible. Nan could not allow Ann to do something, play with a toy of hers or something. So it is possible. All right. The next lesson is going to be lesson 4. It'll be on the letter D, as in donut. Maybe it's a Dunkin' Donut, hopefully. If it is, we're going to have a delicious time. Bye for now.